everybody, it's Emily and this is EmiLou.Arts, and today I am going to flip through the January issue of Real Simple and we're going to collect some collage images. So I don't know, just get out a magazine or get out your journal and let's just do some browsing, some harvesting. So I brought out my baskets. A lot of you guys ask me how I store my collage. I've got these little plastic baskets. I think I got them from the Dollar Tree a long time ago. And that's where I keep little collage images that are, you know, yay big. And then I keep another basket over here of like, these are like scraps of pretty scrap of paper that I didn't want to throw away, or scraps of like acetate and vellum, things that I more use as tip-ins, and then journaling cards that I've been sent. So when I want to look for a tip-in, I go into this bin and it has like pretty postcards, pretty cards, like backings to a lot of my like stickers. I keep those to use for tip-ins just because I like them. And then interesting things off of packaging. Like I kept this, was from like a frosted cookie or something that somebody dropped off one time, I think, as like a little gift. And I kept the top of the box just because I thought it was so cute. And wouldn't that make such a fun tip-in in your journal to, like, if you had like a really nice, like a picture or something you wanted to commemorate, you could make that as a little tip-in and it looks like a little frame. I love using stuff like this. I think that's a great tip. I just haven't found anything I want to use it for yet. And then I do go through these. Like I just went through these when I moved all my stuff up here. Like for good, I went through it and I throw away stuff that has been there forever that I won't use. Because a lot of the stuff I pull out of magazines, I keep it if I think I might use it. But then, you know, sometimes it sits there forever and you don't use it. So I go through them every now and then and clean up, get rid of things that I still just don't think I'll use, and then make room for new. And you guys have asked, my collage images, almost all of them are from Real Simple. And then my son gets scouting magazines, like Boy's Life, and then another scouting magazine. And after he looks at those, I take those too, because those have some really fun images. There's this donkey that I love, and then this little red-haired kid in those magazines that I always take because it reminds me so much of my son. So I take those out. So here we go. Oh, isn't this beautiful? It just makes me feel like there's hope. There's hope. Spring will come. I always love these first pictures in here. If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. Oh, that's beautiful. See, things like this, I definitely keep. And I like to tear them sometimes just because I like that rough edge. I don't all the time, kind of depends, but I love that. That's beautiful. Ooh, look at this. I love Real Simple because the images are so artistic. They're not like real photography images. And that's my favorite to have in my journal, is images like that. So I love this heart in the phone. That's perfect. You know, I'm all about the hearts. And you just pick out whatever sparks your little heart's desire. Ooh, I like that. She's reading. And don't forget to look at the words also, because words are great to put on pages, break it up and stuff. Like this background could be super cool, this like water ripple background. It could be really neat. Sometimes I think about how cool it would be to use this for a quote. Like some kind of like small actions can create a big effect kind of quote or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes I just like think about how I could use different images for quotes. Oh, this is cool. That'll be good for like inauguration day. I don't know why I love like this kind of style so much. I mean, we're all different, I guess. It's just what I like. And some issues are definitely better than others, you know? I don't know. Some of them are, ooh, this reminds me of my new office. That'll be perfect. Oh, look at it. They even have a ficus. It says indoor trees and hanging plants can add life and color to a bland corner. Keep it low maintenance by selecting artificial foliage. You'll never run the risk of a sad wilting plant appearing on camera. Faux potted eucalyptus tree. $199! What? I'm sorry, but I cannot pay $199 for a faux eucalyptus. I do love it though. Oh, this is so my vibe. I hate it when people say that, and I know I say it a lot. Cast iron pan. I want to get a cast iron pan for Michael. Not for me. He's the one that does the cooking. Thinking about getting it for him for Father's Day. Because a good cast iron pan is kind of expensive too, isn't it? I've cut this out before. Heckin' good. Ooh, another office-y type one with another ficus, another tree. Is that a fiddle leaf? This is, I think this must be a, the universe telling me that I need to go look for a plant today. Oh, those are cute. I can never find cute slippers in my size. Apparently they don't think that big girls with canoe feet like slippers. Oh, that's sweet. I like the wind chimes. I don't need them though. Sometimes I'm just like, Emily, you're not going to use that. Make a habit of it. Badass Habits author Jen Sincero highlights the 7 most useful ways to make your hard-earned routines stick. Ooh. This might be cool to save for my journal. Like not to collage, but to put in there. Distractions. Screwing around on Twitter, making lasagna, brushing the dog. That's cute. Reminds me of some of the group chats I'm on sometimes. Maybe, do you think I want a big version of this one? Possibly. What does this say? Keep older loved ones safe and happy. Oh, my husband's grandmother just got something called GrandPad. I think it's an app or something. So she looks at it and we upload photos to it. So like my kid's great grandma. We upload photos to it. All of like Michael and his brothers and sisters upload photos of their kids and everything. So so she can see, which is kind of cool. I think it's like one of those picture frames maybe, but just in an app, because those picture frames where you can upload pictures, I think can be really expensive. But this could be really cool. That's kind of a cute little purse. Oh, look it, it's me. Me trying to keep track of my channel spending. Oh, I like that. So if you've got someone that you want to send pictures, maybe check out GrandPad. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know that Michael put the app on my phone and I can upload pictures to it. And we have been too, and I think that Muriel has really been enjoying it, so that's cool. Kind of like those words in the little cloud. Ooh, Crystal Cave. Oh, what's it say? Explore the colors and patterns in this photo. Oh, look at this. 31 self-care rituals to set you up for a great year. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at these images. They're gorgeous. Oh, look at, it's the Golden Girls on the TV. That's so cute. That would be funny if you had a good Golden Girls quote to put in your journal. There's never a shortage of good Golden Girls quotes. And you know what? Sometimes if you like something but you can't see how you would use it, cut it out anyway, because you know what? You could, oh man, did I miss something even better on the back of this? Oh, it's like lunch ladies. That's kind of cool. You can use it to, fill up empty pages in your journal with quotes or just with images that you love. Like if you had no use for this image whatsoever, like I doubt I will have a use for like this specific thing, but it's just so pretty that I'm probably gonna glue it in my journal on an empty page, like in a week that I don't use or something like that, just because it's so beautiful. Oh, this one is a winner, you guys, as far as images go. This January issue. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Float. I plan on it this summer, man. I am going to float until I can't float anymore. Turn into a wrinkly old prune. Weed out your annoyances. I like that. I got really into weeding this last summer, which is kind of funny because I've always thought it was something that I hated to do. But when I got out there, I discovered that I actually really enjoyed being out there in the backyard pulling weeds. That's a really cute dog. We don't have a dog. Maybe kind of, ooh, reconnect with your sense of awe. That's really cool. I love that imagery. Wouldn't that imagery be super awesome for like with a quote about, yeah, surrounding yourself with beauty and realizing how small you are in the scheme of things? Like, that would be really awesome. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, a good coffee wine. I'm scoring big on this one, you guys. You know what this coffee will be used for, of course. Ooh, that looks yummy. Less is more. I love those words. I have a hard time living out the sentiment sometimes, but I love it. Ooh, look at the color of that front door. Isn't it cute? Oh, I love that. All those colors are so pretty. Ooh, I like that. Glass of water. That could be a cool quote. that's it, I think. Gosh, I know I didn't cut out probably a lot of what I could have. These flowers are really pretty. Actually, I might keep the yellow rose because it reminds me of what my dad got my mom for their anniversary. He got the yellow because her wedding dress was yellow, and it reminded him of her wedding dress. How sweet is that? That's beautiful. Ooh, pretty. So this was kind of a short little video. I highly recommend the January issue of Real Simple. I know it's not the easiest for a lot of you to get your hands on this magazine, but man, if you like images like I do, I think that you will really, really enjoy this issue. And I'm sure you're screaming at the camera because there's tons of things that you would have cut out that I didn't. So if you can get your hands on it, definitely try, and you can enjoy it as well. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope this wasn't boring. I will see you soon with more fun stuff. Bye.